Hello YouTube, this is my Beaststand anti-meta beast deck which I took with me to my locals on Saturday. I got into the top 4 where I lost to Gadget Monarchs, which was also my only loss in the Swiss. So I was X1 in the Swiss out of the 5 rounds. So I'll go over that in a bit, but this is my deck. I believe I've also got a profile up on my channel, but this is just a few changes. So same old 2-8 fighter. During my second match he went up to 3600 attack. 3 Veiler, always useful apart from when I was facing Dark Worlds. 2 Flame Tiger, just there. 3 Fire Dog. 1 Magician, 4 Fire Dog. 2 King Tiger, helped a lot. 3 Thunder Kings. For my spells I've got 1 Dark Hole, 2 Lance, 1 Storm, 1 Reborn, 3 Duality, 2 Bottomless, 1 Dark Bribe. Didn't use that as much as I wanted to, but it was there. 2 Deep Prisms, 2 Fiendish, 3 Horn of the Phantom Beast, 1 Judgment, 2 Warning, 1 Road. Didn't resolve that. I think I resolved it once, maybe twice, and 2 TTs. For my side deck I had 1 Arcane Corsair the Fool, 2 Fossil Diner, 2 Snowman, 2 MSTs, 1 Chain, 1 Master Restrict, 2 Shadow Mirrors, 2 DD Crows, and 2 Kaiku. For my extra I had, don't think I had Colossal Fighter, might have though. Yeah, so Colossal Fighter, Scrap Dragon, 2 Stardust, 1 Thought Ruler Archfiend, and then just generic rank for XYZs. Pearl, Maestroke, Utopia, Utopia Ray, and that Photon Butterfly thingy. So that's just an overview of the deck. Okay, so round 1 I was facing Mechana Gadgets. She won the first round by just going Smash, Fissure, Shield Crush, and all my monsters. Kind of annoying. So round 2 I sided in 2 MSTs, 2 Snowman Eaters, and an Arcane Corsair the Fool. Can't remember what I sided out now. Some stuff. So yeah, those are my siding in choices. MST just hated back row. Snowman, get rid of Fortress, Gadgets which tried to attack it, Utopia which she went into a lot, and Fool just in case she wanted to try and beat me down but had no spell and traps. So I quickly won game 2 by summoning Thunder King and keeping it on the field, because as everyone should know, Thunder King completely wrecks Gadgets. And then game 3, same thing again, just Thunder King kept on the field with things like Lance, Bottomless, Deep Resonance, stuff like that, just to keep it there. So yeah, that was round 1. Round 2, I faced, I believe it was a Gargaga Chaos deck, I think it was that anyway. So game 1 I summoned Thunder King. It stopped him from doing pretty much everything. He couldn't do any special summons, he couldn't search for his deck with things like Sangan, so yeah. And then game 2, same thing, I kept Thunder King there. I negated the summon of Cyber Dragon with it, and then he went for BLS. I had an 8 fighter on the field. He tried to banish me, so, well, banish it, so I used Veiler. So it's just like, okay, 8 fighter attack, damage step, holding the Phantom Beast, and his attack was then up to 3600. So yeah, pretty much powering over powering over a BLS with 8 fighters is always fun. Round 3, I was facing someone else who was Exo at that point, obviously. So it was up against, what was it? Frog Monarchs with a dash of Heretics. I think that's it. Heretic Frog Monarchs. I won game 1 because I just used cards like King Tiger to stop him from summoning frogs, and King Tiger also hurts the Heretics because when they tribute themselves they bring out another with 0 attack and defense, so King Tiger just goes hat, you die. Game 2, I just pretty much opened awesome. He went first, he didn't do anything, so I set 5 back row, including Mask of Restrict. I only side 1 Mask of Restrict because it's not good against many matchups, but it just worked wonders in this matchup. because he couldn't do anything. And that's not even a joke, he couldn't do anything. And from there on it was just Thunder King, beat down. Fire Dog, attack, summon, magician. I did pull that off a couple of times today. Helped a lot. Round 4, I faced the Gadget Monarchs. Round 1, I didn't see any of the Monarchs, and that's because I just went Thunder King, kept on the field, and that completely wrecked the deck, so I was just able to go for a Thunder King beatdown. So, game 2, I didn't side in the Master Restrict, I sided in Snowman Eaters, Fool, and MSTs again. And then he goes summoning Monarchs, and I'm thinking, damn, not properly sided for this matchup, because Fool will just be destroyed by the Monarchs, Snowman Eater destroyed by it, or banished, stuff like that. MSTs, they were still helpful, so I was happy I sided them in, but I really needed that mask. Didn't see it though, which was unfortunate. So he won the second matchup. It took a while though, that game. And then game 3 we were already on time and I just couldn't get the damage in. One thing I am annoyed about is that I didn't have any level 5s in my extra deck, because I had a level 4 on the field, I had a Veiler in hand, and he had a D-Fisher on the field, because he slided in thinking I was playing TGs, and I just couldn't use my Veiler at all. And I could have gone for Magical Android game 601, but it wasn't in my extra. Good thing to know now, it now is. So he won that matchup. Then, round 5, I faced Dark Worlds. I can't remember how game 1 went. I think I might have won it. I can't be certain. Game 2, I sided in Shadow Mirrors, DD Crows, and MSTs. And I opened double Shadow Mirror. I set them both because I was hoping he didn't have the Heavy Storm, because he sets Hench loads of back row. So I sided in 2 Shadow Mirrors. He went Dark World Dealings, I chained Mirror, he chained MST on it, was like, okay. He discarded Snow, and then to the effect of Snow, I chained my other Shadow Mirror, so that just helped me a lot. Slowed his deck down completely, enough for me to just beat him, really. Again, it went to time, but yeah, he just couldn't do enough damage, because that Shadow Mirror slowed him down far too much. So that's why Shadow Mirror is a good card against Dark Worlds. Okay, so then I went into the top cut, faced the Gadget Monarchs again. Unfortunately, the same thing happened in game 1 again. I just went Thunder King, kept it there, he couldn't do anything. And game 2, it was just like, I couldn't get past level limit area B. I didn't see my MSTs, didn't see my Heavy Storms at all. And it's just like, god damn it. It was quite annoying, so yeah, he ended up winning that game. It went to 3 games again, and he won on time. But yeah, that's the deck I used. Now, changes I'm going to make. I'm not going to make many changes. I'm definitely going to take out one of the dualities, because Thunder King was pretty much a beast in every matchup. But, especially in my top 4 match, Posse Duality was I was just seeing too many of it. 3, it's nice, but it can be kind of annoying if people understand that. Because if you've got Thunder King on the field, then Posse Duality is not really going to be helpful for you at all. So I am going to take out 1 duality. Now so far that's the main change I'm making to the main deck. I'm happy with most of it. Now the card I'm adding instead is this one. If I can find it. Neo... Where are you? No, this one. Neo Flambeau Hedgehog. I was testing it yesterday at a little club up against a couple of matchups, like the girl who uses gadgets, and also testing it against the heretic monarchs as well. And it was just useful, because again, 200 defense, which means my fire dogs can search it out. Also, if it's destroyed by battle, for those that don't know, when it's destroyed by battle, select 1 card in your opponent's graveyard and remove it from play. So that immediately thought to me about Chaos Dragons. They want to kill it by battle, you banish their red eyes. You banish something that's going to help them a lot. It's just simple ability, but it will work. And if it's destroyed by a card effect, you select one fire monster with 200 defense or less in your graveyard, accept itself, and add it to your hand. I was using that came in really handy up against the Monarch. I keep saying Monarchs, I mean gadgets, because as I said earlier, she was using so much destruction. It was just like Shield Crush, fine, Fire Dog back to hand, or Magician back to hand. It was pretty much a plus for me, because I would no longer have a weak Hedgehog. It really should be a beast. If it was a beast, it'd be awesome. But yeah. So that's the main change I'm making to the main deck. I'm thinking of adding in another Starlight Road, but that's just me. And also, depending on what the Forbidden Limited list, whatever it is, comes up with, I might also put in compulsories into this deck because I like that card, and maybe take out the Bottomless. Maybe it just depends what the next format's going to look like, because no one knows yet. Lots of speculation, but that's it. And also, I can't spell. Oh my god, I did the same thing like magical. There we go. There we go. I'm also adding in this card, because I can summon it quite regularly, but I'm also, since those guys are level 3 tuner, I'm also adding in level 7, so that's like Black Rose, Ancient Fairy Dragon, that is the main reason I added in this guy. He's a level 3 tuner, which gives me access to things like Black Rose, because Black Rose is an instant game winner. Or loser, depending what side you're on. So, adding that guy, and of course, Grab. Archfiend. So yeah, that's the main changes I'm making to my deck. Adding more, just one change. So, comment below what other changes you think I should make. I'm actually pretty happy with the deck at the moment, but any changes, I will be happy to hear them. Oh, also on that note, I'm also changing my side deck. I'm taking out 2 DD Crows, and I'm trying to get Macrocosmos for my deck. I'm also taking out 2 Kaigu for Macros, because Macro just does the same thing as DD Crow, apart from it hits everything. And as you can see, the only cards in my deck which would be hit by that would be the Fire Dog and the Flame Tiger. Probably the Hedgehog as well, but I'm not really worried about that, because I can just slide in Snowman, Fossil Dino, stuff like that. I'm also sliding, it's that Iron Wall card. Yeah, Imperial Iron Wall. Cards can't be removed from play, because that can hurt my deck if people are using, like, I don't know, well, it's just there in case they revolve around a strategy that removes cards from play, like Chaos Dragons, mainly. But yeah, stuff like that in general. They'll just probably go Lila Pop, but that's just them being Chaos Dragons. And the last one is Jinzo, because Jinzo just stops all traps. As you can see, I use a lot of traps, so if I side this in, it's only going to be because I'm facing a deck which uses more traps than me, and I want to stop them. So that'd be like Final Countdown, Exodia. Everyone's probably seen Jarrell Winston's deck, I think that's his name, from Worlds. Royal Decree screwed it up, so I prefer Jinzo. But yeah, so that's the changes I'm probably going to make. Comment below, and last but not least, comment, rate and subscribe. Thank you.